Hey everybody, it's Avery, Studio Illustration Studio. Blah 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 blah. What's up? I'm tired, but I need to do some streaming. I'm gonna do a little work stream. Maybe some people want to hang out. I don't know. But I'm gonna work on some hero pages. Let me screen share. See what's up. Bring up the chat in case anybody shows up to watch, which probably won't. They may not get notifications. I haven't streamed in a while. But we're working on some Hero Book 2 here. The second graphic novel. Coloring some pages. Working on backgrounds for a couple of pages here. That's the agenda for tonight. Hangout. 2 watchers. I'm one of them. Who knows who the other might be? Been away for a while, just hanging out on Andrew's stream some and Rick's auction, which is a hoot sometimes. Rick's good people. He won't be able to pop in on us. He's in Brazil, I believe, isn't he? The auction this week is going to be on Andrew's channel. Misfit Corner Comics. This Sunday. Hey, what's up, Marco? How's it going? What is up? How's my audio? Is my audio coming through? How's my audio? Yep, it is. It is. Yes, I can see the chat. I know, man. One of the last times I streamed, the chat crashed and I couldn't tell. I was looking down at the phone because I have my phone set up beside me here, so I can just look down and see the chat because I just have one monitor. And when those last times I streamed, it crashed and I had no clue. It looked fine. It just looked like there was no one here. Then I found out that was not the case. Awesome. Audio is good. Thank you, sir. Working on some backgrounds here for the couple of hero pages. I don't think it's going to be too awful long before Andrew tries again with the Indiegogo. And we found a new printer, so we can definitely make it happen, even if only 100 people back. With only 100 backers, it can still happen, and people still get their books. There might have to be a slight price increase, still within retail value. Did I pre-order any of the Vampirella Cyber Frogs? No, I didn't. I had to skip. I had to skip it. I wanted the print, but I had to skip it. I didn't want to. I still love Ethan, but I had to pass for financial reasons on the Vampirella. I really wanted the signed print. That's what I really wanted, because that piece does look awesome. Yeah, what's up, Kodiak? The link is in the chat. If you in the chat room, in Andrew's chat room, if you want to join. Coloring, coloring. Some of these backgrounds are so easy. Some of these backgrounds are so easy to color. Thanks to the yield, boy. I watched that video from Diversity in Comics the other day. He was talking about, I'm not going to review new comics anymore. Then he's like, then the next video is like, I have to. I thought that was funny. Yeah, dude. Did you see what the chromium covers look like? You gotta love Uncle E. Hopefully, we get Cyber Frog Blood Honey soon. Yeah, I'm looking for it. Have you seen what that chromium cover is gonna look like? It is. It looks schmexy, dude. It looks very schmexy. Like that is that's hot fire, dude. It looks so good. Yeah, if you go watch like his current the live stream he did this morning, he shows it. He shows one of the test ones that he approved. The test one he approved, and it's detached from the book because it's just like, hey, they send him samples like pick one, which one, and oh boy, it's kind of like it's like, ooh, I'd like to do that on a hardback, like how they have the hardbacks that just, well, like Doug did Bigfoot Bill. It has the inlaid image.
Hills to the air.
Hey, what's up?
Would have been here quicker if my computer didn't decide to crash right as you said, hey, the link's in the discussion.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I would like to do a chromium cover like that on a book, man.
That's sweet looking. Oh my god, it was so beautiful.
Dude, yeah. Or on Bigfoot Bill how he had the image as a little thing that was inset on the hardcover.
Yeah, and
wouldn't that be cool to do a hardback like that, and that little image like that for the book is chromium like that, instead of like the UV spot thing was nice. I was like, I'm not gonna hate on Doug because for whatever, right?
Separate.
Yeah.
Ernest Hemingway. Yep.
But I'm giving credit where credit is due.
Exactly.
And that was nice. I mean, I did get my money's worth of the book.
Yeah, but you think about this when Ethan finishes his story, he could do it as a collection.
Oh yeah, dude. If he, I'm going to back Cyberfrog, all of it. When it's done, if he releases it again as a hardback, I will probably buy that too. Because that's the format I like. I like hardbacks and trades.
Yeah.
And when it comes to single issue, I'm only really interested in back issues, and that doesn't mean nobody out there is doing good single issues. There are people out there doing good single issues. I just don't like the format anymore.
You still collect Peter Smetty stuff though, right? I can't remember.
No, I canceled my pull.
Oh really?
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
Financial reasons. Although if you like single issue,
that's the way to go.
That's the way to go. Go check out Alterna. I still support them. I think they're great. I like it, and he could be one of the people to lead the charge to save that format. Yeah,
you're saying on a budget, you're going to stick to the occasional hardbound.
Yeah, in graphic novels. Yep.
But no, when he held that up, I'm like, you know what? I got myself to where I forgot there was a time when those was good, like the Avengeline cover that had that, because it wasn't gimmicky, it was artistic. It was when they would just put a freaking craziness on
Yeah,
every cover.
yeah. They start like remember that foil thing Andrew showed us for that Batman last time?
Yes. Yeah.
That looked
Yeah.
like crap.
Yeah. That was hard trash.
Eventually, it started looking like crap. But if you look
Yeah.
at some of the first Chromium covers that came out, Bloodshot, Torok, those Valiant things, and those first Chromium special cards, they were hella dope.
Yeah.
They still look amazing. Go find Bloodshot #1 or #0, whichever one had the Chromium cover. But it was just set on there. The whole thing wasn't Chromium. It was just the
Yeah.
image. But the Torok, I believe, was like a wraparound Chromium cover, and it's like Bart Sears, and it's like good Bart Sears, and it looks super sick.
Yeah.
Like
Like
like you'll cream your panties.
that cyber frog made me really depressed, dude, because I didn't get a chance. Our
Yes.
finance, yeah, yeah. Oh, it was.
Did you get the second one?
No, man, I didn't get anything.
Oh, dude, the second printing.
Yeah.
Is going to be the rarest one out of the
Yeah.
three. I didn't get the third. By the third, things were getting hard.
Yeah.
Hard. But
I've been doing that a lot lately, catching people on just. I'm like, man, you've turned into such a butthead.
but I did back 1 and 2. And I got the 2 chromiums in the second, the fist bump. I mean the Salamandroid cover. Yeah, the Salamandroid cover is going to be the rarest of the 3. It's going to have the lowest print run. So to the people that bought multiple copies, they're going to do well.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be able to flip those. Oh, you picked up the first appearance of Cyberfrog a couple of months ago? That's sweet.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that.
I wish I had them. Like I knew about Cyberfrog back then, but I didn't buy it. I knew about it. I wish I had them. I wish I had bought it.
Yeah, what in 17 you could have probably got it for 50 cents online.
Yeah.
Now it's like $20 a pop.
No, I wish I'd bought it when it came out.
Yeah, me too. I definitely wish that would have been part of my childhood. It was just too rare. It wasn't on my radar. I remember seeing previews and things like remember that big fat bound volume previewer? Was it? Mm-hmm. I think it was called Preview.
Mm-hmm. Previews. Yep.
That's where I seen Cyberfrogs. So
I think I first saw it at conventions because Ethan was at some conventions I was at a couple of times back then. I didn't remember that I had ever met him back then until he was doing a stream where he was flipping through an old Wizard, and he got to this MegaCon ad in it, and he was like, and it was talking about Howard Chaykin and Walter Simonson were there in the end. He was like, blah blah blah. I was at that, and then Andrew reminded me, yeah, he was at that MegaCon. I'm like,
oh right.
And then I remembered, it's like, oh my god, I met him back. I remember meeting him back then when Andrew bought some pages. It's like, oh my god.
And that's the 90s, right?
Yeah. He was doing Impulse at that time. I think he had just done some Impulse, his like first Impulse or something like that. I think. I'm not sure how far into Impulse he was. Like time will play tricks with your memory. But I believe he hadn't been at DC long, and I believe he had his son with him, and like they had like a playpen behind an artist.
Oh, that's funny because his son's an adult now. That's hilarious.
I wasn't long out of high school. I was only a year or two out of high school at the time.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was like HeroCon 95 or 96 or something like that.
Yeah.
Not HeroCon, MegaCon.
So it was still when 95 and 96, yeah, comic books was still booming.
Oh, it was. Oh yeah, dude. MegaCon used to be, dude. For a small con in the South, MegaCon was friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
Back then, it was dope. It was a good show, dude. And it was almost like there were some dealers and just a huge artist alley, like multiple room. Like it was. Then CrossGen bought it, and it was good for a little bit after that. Then CrossGen went down and it got sold. And it had. I was at, like, I had a table at MegaCon a few times there in the early 2000s, and it used to be a con. Like, there was a time where I could go to MegaCon and I was going to make at least enough money that I didn't lose anything by being there.
Yeah.
I and that's at selling my sketches at $15-$20. I would do well enough.
Yeah, I think
That
that
I could cover my hotel room and travel expenses and my part of the table.
I really think that. Well, I almost want to knock on wood because of what's been going on, but I think I'm trying to word this to avoid any, like, controversy or whatever. But I do think that a Comicsgate con would not only be good, because those who have problems, being online and starting things, will see these people are living, breathing humans. One, plus it'll be good for what it's already good for, which is the industry, comic books.
Yeah,
So,
I think it would be good. Have a dealer section. Let dealers sell other stuff. So what?
yeah.
And then a huge artist alley, some scheduled live broadcasts that people go and watch and check out. There can be people.
Like, if I was a promoter, if I was an organizer, I would also have it kind of like, loosely mandatory that there's like something like, okay, you guys got to print out 1,000 stickers, or you got to print out something, you got to be giving out something for free. You know what I mean? Make the experience, and it would be important to keep it within. They have to be making money in order for that to be like, yeah, that's an expense I'm willing to take. So it would definitely.
I wouldn't have anything like that, but
well, one of the things is like, yeah, there's those people who come with money. One of the things I remember, you remember Union?
But here's the thing: it's a convention. That kind of thing is normal.
Yeah.
How many cons have you been to?
Just the one.
Which one?
I don't remember. It was 96.
But people
Orlando.
People giving away stuff all the time at cons. So
yeah.
Swag is normal.
So remember Union with
Tex?
Yeah. I got given that comic book at it was being given out. So that's a memory that I have. That's a pretty good one, just stop at the Image booth and get a free book, kind of thing. So, so what I'm saying is some kind of festive atmosphere, it doesn't have to be everybody.
I think the bigger guys would probably plan something.
Right.
Because, that's something they're familiar. Several of these guys are familiar with.
Another thing I would be thinking about now, I would have to get up with people who know more than I do and say, okay, that wouldn't work or whatever. But things like somehow bringing the artist alley back into, the fold, to where it was.
Yeah, that would be a big part of it.
Yeah, because that's the future of,
Yeah, because oh man, I've heard a lot of complaints about some big cons when it comes to artists.
Yeah, it's because no one's looking for artists because they know they don't. They know Marvel doesn't care. Marvel's into movies now. That's what they are. They're a
Yeah.
movie company. They don't care about comics. So they're not looking for hot young artists, you know? And that's why Artist Alley is dying, you know? It's kind of like, or, you know, just a full on lack of respect for the whole thing that birthed this thing.
Hmm. Well, I
Mhm.
some of that I think started because when the people at Image left, they did
Yeah.
so much damage that
Yeah.
they started de-emphasizing artists
Yeah. That
and
too.
kept de-emphasizing artists for a long time.
Yeah, just like anything else though, they had to gaslight it. They couldn't do it all at once, if you'll notice.
Hmm.
Like, you know, it took a while, but in retrospect, yeah, I see it. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it wasn't long after that it became all about writers, and the writers got big. And when a writer started getting popular, they put them on as many books as they could possibly handle,
Yeah.
and everything went to poop.
Well, that's because every well, I guess that would be a writer artist. But who's a writer back from the 80s that was John not John. Chris Claremont, you know? Writers are crazy in their own right, you know?
Hmm.
So you get a writer that doesn't have that output as an artist and you just get a different kind of crazy. But you know, not everybody can be Chris Claremont, you know, but they wanted to, I don't know, bang him out like,
Yeah. Well, he threw everything in, plus the kitchen sink in there, and whatever
yeah.
stuck, he ran with.
But then again, I'll see some of these writer artists. Did I cut you off? Because it sounds like it's
Maybe.
okay. Sorry. Sometimes some of these artists think they can write, and they'll have gold. They'll create this character, and it's just like, come on, write. You know, hire a writer because that's you're close, but you're not writing good. So
A rift has been created between the writers and
yeah,
the artists.
yeah. Well, I'm starting to kind of like, and I always did, but I'm wondering if other people start to see it now. You'll see everybody's like, well, what Stan Lee did Jack Kirby, and you can't avoid it. There's just certain amount of suck that you'll mention the Fantastic Four, or you'll mention Galactus, what I can't remember, and people won't know that that's basically one. That's 99% 0.9999 Jack Kirby. The 0.0001 that Stan Lee is, hey, wouldn't it be cool if they fought God? You know that, you
Yeah.
know. But the aftermath, the boisterous he was, the person Stan Lee was that sold this thing, is we wouldn't know without Stan Lee. The double edged sword is we wouldn't know who Jack Kirby was. You know, not in the way we do.
There's a lot of weird back and forth when it comes to that. It's like, people
Yeah,
are like, well, you know, Kirby actually wrote it, and blah blah blah. It's like
yeah,
Stan pitched an idea, Kirby did what he wanted to do,
yep,
Stanley changed it, and then because Kirby never looked at it in print to see what Stan changed.
yeah. Oh, it was just a job for him. I mean,
Yeah.
he was a beautiful soul and a beautiful artist, but it was just where I don't like is where corporate gets in not paying him what he was worth and stuff like that. But
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they do that to everybody.
yeah,
There's not a publisher around that won't screw you.
yeah.
They'll all do it.
Stephen King was saying some things he had to change when he's actually a pivotal for more than just his storytelling. Some of the things, some of the deals he worked out with publishers and stuff like that was unique
Yeah.
to the writing world as for outside of comic books.
Oh, he's done well for himself.
Yeah.
I'm not the fan I used to be, but
No.
It's so weird. He seems like he
Mm-hmm.
would be a really blue collar dude,
Yeah.
but he's not.
No. No.
Do you guys have any favorite writers that are good at illustrating? Uh, Frank Miller, man, was my guy, dude, for a long time, dude. Yeah, he's old and his health is bad now, but Frank Miller in his prime, ooh boy.
Do they have to be good at writing, or do they have to just
People,
be good?
people, yeah, people you think are good at
Hmm.
any artist writer combos that are good. Mike Mignola is a good writer. I can't say I haven't been riveted and thoroughly enthralled in some Hellboys that I read
Yeah, I've
back
heard
when
some
I
good things about that.
used to read Hellboy all the time. But I read Hellboy, like I loved Mike's art, but I read it and I was just like, this is fantastic.
Yeah. I'm scratching my head. I'm trying to think.
Um, who was Jim Starlin? He did Breed. He wrote and drew Breed. Yeah, creator of Thanos.
Wait, Breed was
That was,
good. That was
yes.
Image, wasn't it?
Bravura. Now, if it got reprinted in Image, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was Bravura originally. Howard Chaykin. As much as I don't like his politics, and he's gone super political. He's always been an edgy boy, but he's just gone in a way he didn't used to. He didn't used to. But if you can find some of the older Howard Chaykin stuff, man, you're gonna like a lot of it. If you like adult themed stuff, you're gonna like Black Kiss. If you're gonna like American Flag, you're gonna.
I'll leave that right there to look up later.
Oh yeah, yes. Do not show Black Kiss. No.
Oh no, I can't show what I'm working on either. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm on
But
Avatar.
I can't deny it. The guy was a fantastic storyteller, writer, and artist. He's done a lot of really good books. I can't.
I was gonna say,
Power and Glory was good. Can't hate on him.
I also have the problem of finding out years later that somebody didn't write or draw like I thought they did. They didn't write that one, or they didn't draw that one. Like,
Marco says he loves Murder Falcon. I've never checked it out.
Murder Falcon. Look it up.
Image.
Murder Falcon sounds like a badass name, actually. What was that name that you came up with? And you're like, hey, it's on stream. I came up with it.
I don't know.
It was accidental too.
I'm not sure.
Oh man.
Is it one of my current ideas that I'm gonna?
No, I think somebody else said, hey, look this up, and somebody misspelled it, and you laughed and said, hey, that would be a badass idea, and you said it the way it sounded in your ear, and we're like, well, Avery called it. I was like,
yeah, I'm not sure, man.
Oh, that looks funny. That looks. Oh, it's actually a falcon.
Oh,
kind of reminds me of Rainbow Brute at first glance. Like, that that kind of the way Rainbow Brute is going to take being serious.
Are you screen sharing? No.
Okay. No. I can't risk it.
Okay, I was going to check just to see. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it, but if Marco says it's good, it's probably got some value.
What's up, fellas?
Hey,
what's up, man?
Oh, sorry. Whew. Literally just rolled out of bed and rolled out of the shower. So
you rolled out of the shower.
Rolled. Keep on rolling.
I'm so tired. I'm glad I didn't fall out.
Yeah, you're lucky because I know all the lyrics to that song. But I'll stop.
Yes, please.
Oh, so what are we talking about, guys?
Limp Bizkit, apparently. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez, no.
Let's not. No hate. No hate to our former alumni.
Yeah.
But
Just moving forward with comments.
yeah, exactly.
I know one that I was just thinking that I used to think was written by Alex Ross. I don't even think he writes. I think that was just something I thought as a childhood. I thought that as a kid when I first picked up this is gonna be funny because of who actually wrote it, but I thought that Kingdom Come was written by Alex Ross. Yeah.
No. Alex Ross did conceptualize though the Marvel equivalent, that Earth X.
Oh yeah.
I believe that was all his idea, wasn't it, Andrew?
I think some guy named Reinhold was also involved.
Bill Reinhold?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the main body of the idea was Alex Ross's.
Yeah. It might have been. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I remember not getting into that at all.
I bought some of them because it was John Paulion interior art.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of those issues. I just never read them.
Yeah.
The whole Second Coming and all that stuff was, that just...
I don't
you know
what to do with some of this, Andrew.
What's that?
Andrew,
What?
look at my screen, please, sir.
Yeah, I see a lot of green people.
Because I'm not coloring them yet. I'm doing the background. Andrew,
Oh, okay.
this, Andrew. I don't know what to do. That.
Just fake it till you make it, you know?
Because you...
Way not to answer a question. I'm just kidding.
I know, dude. He does that. I got another question for you that's probably going to make me mad. I got to...
Nothing's going to make me mad.
Be mad. Okay, I've been coloring her like she's wearing pants. But I you draw the rest of her people not as pants, but you never drew anything to indicate that her legs are furry there. Are those pants? Or she Donald Ducking it too?
Absolutely could be pants, yeah.
Okay, I want to be sure. But this is the color I changed her top to, that off-white, almost like a Navajo white.
Oh, okay.
And
that little triangle of red on her right I don't think that's part of her.
That not?
No, down at the bottom of her waist. Yeah.
This? Oh, it's not?
Yeah, no.
I can't tell.
She's got a little bit of a figure. I mean...
I couldn't tell, dude.
Wow, your artist sucks, man.
No, he doesn't suck. It's just sometimes he gets a little...
A little?
A little,
A little? Really? A little?
a little lazy.
Oh, that I can definitely see.
Yeah. 60 and 61 are done.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
I finished those today while I was listening to Ethan's stream. Hey, what's up, Bethany? How are you? It's good to see you.
Oh, I don't have the chat up. I don't know what's going on over there.
Hold on. It's Marco and Bethany.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But two pages done, bro.
Very cool.
I like that wooden steampunk leg you gave Brock. That's, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have shown that. I don't know.
No, it's all right. That's all right.
That could be a poster.
It could.
Yeah, that's nice.
This could be like the poster print that comes with book two.
Yeah. Actually, I had found the mini previews, the full color previews. It was like 6 pages. I forget exactly what, that I made up to take with me to New York. And my goal was to give it to a comic skater, and I gave it to Mike S. Miller, and I had several of them left over, so I took them to the store today. And one of the guys one of the customers that came in said, "Hey, I was here a few weeks ago, and you were talking about your book and how it's being colored, and I was just coming back in just to check in and see how it was going and so forth." And I said, "Well, I got a preview to show you," and he was blown away. So
Awesome.
I was like, that was very cool. He brought his kids in, and
Cool.
yeah, I felt really bad because the store. I opened the store at 10. At 10:30, my mother-in-law called and said, "Hey, are you coming over to help us finish moving stuff?" And I'm like, "No, I'm working."
Yeah.
And then by 12:30, I hadn't made a single sale, and I was feeling really guilty at that point. So,
I called into work today.
oh yeah,
Yeah, dude. Having issues, diverticulitis. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm having bad flare-ups.
you need to take care of yourself.
I did not sleep very well last night. I couldn't have gone into work, man. It'd have been just that little drive down South Side was really dangerous.
Especially early in the morning, and
Yeah, and me exhausted.
yeah.
So Bethany says she's building Gundams. It's a Gundam.
She's building Gundams. That sounds actually awesome.
I bought now the snap together ones. I bought a few of those back during like the Gundam Wing days when Gundam Wing was first on Toonami. I had a few of the figures, and I had a couple of the snap together models that were just like the action figures once you snap them together. They looked exactly the same. You almost couldn't tell them apart if you know.
Oh,
From
fuck
the pack.
that.
What's that?
I just went to Mayo Clinic and looked that shit up. No.
What?
What?
I went to Mayo Clinic and looked up diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis. Yes, my intestines go crazy.
Fuck that, bro.
I don't have the medication for it either, which is a sedative they give you to. Hey, Crohn's runs in my family too, so I should just be thankful I don't have Crohn's.
Yeah.
Because one of my dad's brothers had Crohn's, and the only thing they could do for that when he had a flare up is hook him up to a morphine drip. That's even worse than diverticulitis. Diverticulitis, once you're used to it, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, but it's not gonna like ruin your world. It's just you may have some days of things going haywire. No one wants a graphic description on what happens, but if you're having intestinal problems, you have two extremes. You can go between those two extremes in the same day. It can yo-yo back and forth. It sucks. I haven't been taking care of myself. I've been super stressed out. I haven't been eating properly, and I'm paying for it. If I do right, it almost completely goes away and it rarely bothers me. But I haven't been doing right.
Okay, Andrew. Taking care of yourself.
Yeah, well, I can't afford to right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I took that shower. That's you know.
Yeah, you're good for the week.
I'm good for the week. That's right.
I took a shower in 1996. I'm fresh as a daisy.
What would somebody smell like if that was the fact? And that was rhetorical. Don't answer.
Awful. Just sheer.
I remember one of the trips to New York. We were coming back from the show, and we got onto a subway car, and there was a guy sleeping on the subway car. And when the subway stopped at the next stop, everybody that was in the car got out and moved to another car because it was so bad. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was bad.
That's what happens when I take off my shoes in a road trip.
Oh. No road trips with Kodiak. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's called fumigation. Don't you know?
Oh.
Fumigation?
Yeah.
Called nostril rape.
Yeah. Or driving down the road and knowing that you have the locks on the window.
Oh, that's wrong.
And you got to fart.
Oh, Mike used to love doing that on car trips where it was raining and you had to keep the windows up, and he would sit in the back seat of the car and he'd fart and he would laugh his butt off. He thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Farts are hilarious when you're a kid.
Makes me think of the courtesy sniff bit from Jeff Foxworthy.
The courtesy step.
The courtesy step. It's great. It's a great bit.
That little what?
It's like, dude, what is this? You gotta come smell this.
God.
He just cashed in his courtesy step. It's just great.
What degeneracy is this?
Yeah.
You know, there's things in life that you can only share with your wife. You know.
Oh, whoa!
Actually, I
Dutch
joked.
oven.
I joked with my wife. I've met with her before, and I've said, "Honey, there's only some things that I'll tell you and my doctor, and that's it." So,
Thank God.
I don't tell Avery.
We finally found the limit for Andrew.
If we pressed, if we dared, he'd tell us.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. Kodiak, zip it.
Well, no, it's one of those things. Let's see. I got a captive audience, and they're actually going to listen to what I say.
So about that CG controversy, we weren't gonna talk about.
I know.
Like,
yeah, I wasn't gonna talk about it.
but
Ethan did the best he could.
Yeah, I only listened to about half that live stream from last night. I haven't heard the whole thing, so.
I eventually had to go. I got out of bed to watch that thing when I seen what was going on. I'm like, oh, here we go. This is the one I don't miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things I didn't know that I'm like, oh, okay. Now I kind of have a different perspective on some things. So it's like,
well, the only thing I'll say to that to the whole situation is, Edwin is very serious.
yeah, I noticed.
He's not playing anymore.
Yep. Yeah. And if it was anybody else, we'd go brr, 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 brr. But being that it's the heart and soul, you kind of go, wait a minute, wait, Edwin, the loyal guy? And that's when you ask questions like, okay.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I kind of fell asleep during some of it, and a lot of it, I was up and down all night.
Well, I've got a question for you. I don't know if this makes a difference or not, but I was watching it last night, and then I paused it, and then I went to bed, and then this morning when I went to go play it, the chat had been disabled. Mm-hmm. Do you know if something was going on in the chat or?
It was nuts.
It was
really?
Crazy. Okay. It was so bad that Edwin eventually left. He's like, all I wanted is y'all to break character, be men for 2 seconds, and they wouldn't break character, and I got it. I was like, it was serious business, and he felt like they just took it as a joke and just another LARP. Or whatever he said, you know. So, and it's not all of them. It's not all of anybody. It's just where he was. He's at a point of being tired of it. So it's like
it was surreal.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so I'm always fascinated with what actually sells at my store. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you guys the Blu-rays that I sold this weekend so far. American Hustle, Burnt, Cabin in the Woods, which that's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like it's an ode to that type of horror movie.
Dread, which was actually very good.
Yeah.
The Imitation Game, Kick-Ass 2. Krampus, The Losers. The Losers, I wish they had made a sequel to The Losers. I thought that was a fun movie, but
I don't remember it.
Is that based on the comic book?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a Vertigo comic from DC. The movie was actually good.
I think I heard of it from you, and I downloaded it. I haven't read it yet.
Yep, it had Negan in it. It had Captain America in it. It had the guy that the one black guy from Thor in it, and it had Gamora in it. I mean, it had a lot of Marvel characters in it now.
Idris.
Yes. I always forget. I can't pronounce his name. So
It had a lot of Marvel characters in
that's
it.
right. Now You See Me, Pacific Rim.
Let's be honest, they're all Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To normies, it's like, oh, I love Marvel.
Yeah.
Purge.
They don't know the difference. I learned that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Purge 3, the election year. Real Steel. Somebody finally bought my copy of Real Steel, which is a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that the Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the Rock'em Sock'em Robot movie. Shrek 1, 2, and 3, and The Truman Show, which I think that was Ayla's movie. I didn't tell her I sold that. Oh, well. Guess she'll figure it out eventually.
Make them children's pay.
Well, that's what happens. But yeah, it was all sold this weekend.
All right. Hey, money.
Right, that's right.
Money, 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 money.
Money.
That's business.
That's right. That's right.
That's just Andrew doing business.
Oh man.
Oh man, what?
Still got tomorrow to do. Oh my God, today's only Saturday.
Oh yeah. That's right, it is.
Yeah, Mike and I've got to go tonight. Do some more moving stuff. So
the one and only thing that Twitter and Facebook's still good for is something like this. It's they were advertising something. It doesn't matter, but it was comic book related, like the comic book movie or whatever. And it's recent. I mean, it had to be within the last year. And she's like, and knowing what we know, I know it was actually kind of depressing what was being said, maybe about the movies or whatever, comic books. She's like, what's your favorite? To end the segment, it goes back to the news desk on her, and she goes, what's your favorite Marvel character? Mine's Superman. He had that saying, with great responsibility comes with great power comes great responsibility. Have a good night. And the caption's like, what the fuck she just say?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's real.
Is it not real? Because that would not surprise me though. But it looks real.
Yeah, but I saw it. I just thought it was a stupid meme. Somebody made something stupid. Like I didn't. Then again, I shouldn't be shocked if it's real. Like if it's like a real newscaster, getting it all wrong.
and I watched it again. I think she may have legitimately meant to say Spider-Man, but just on air, it came out like
those guys flub up all the time.
Yeah, so.
Actually,
but it was still hilarious.
If you look for news bloopers, they're a riot because, man, when they flub up, it's usually catastrophically bad. Like they could be looking at an FCC fine.
Yeah. The dude with the bug in his mouth. That dude. That's classic.
It's usually horrific.
And the funny part is a lot of that is live.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. Yep. That's why it's so funny because they can't cut. Did you just say the N-word?
No.
I forgot. I saw it somewhere. It's like the guy was trying to say something,
but it was usually a black guy, right? Or was this a white dude?
No, it was a white dude. He was trying to say something else, and it just came out like else. Oh, wow. Like when they just, and I was just like, what?
I just see his producer or whatever you call that dude behind the microphone going in that little room, just rubbing his eyes like, oh my God.
We're gonna all die. Reporters. They're weird.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that job, to be honest with you.
No, I mean, I have offers to do those naked weather girl things. They want to make an exception for me.
What? Wait.
That's what happened to me, Andrew. I was like, I stopped. I'm like, did I hear that right? What just happened?
I was hoping to like really get somebody like, what the?
I hate to say it, but I need to know exactly what station that is so I can check it out.
You've never seen
What, the one where Andrew's on? I mean, the one where Avery's on?
I don't want to see Avery in it, but
You've never heard of those?
I've heard they exist. Isn't it like isn't it like foreign countries that do that?
I think there used to be one on one of the adult channels. Not that I frequent that kind of thing.
Of course not. Of course not.
Oh my God! Is it really 8 o'clock?
Oh, 7:48. I mean,
So to answer your question, yes.
yeah, it's on its way.
You know, apparently this is one of those jobs where, like, some months you earn enough to pay for other months, but some months you work 1,000 hours and get paid like below minimum wage. You know,
I hate to tell you this, but unless you're willing to talk people into buying something they don't want or need, you can making a living as a salesman is not easy. And there's a reason car lot salesmen have bad reps.
yeah.
There's a reason for that. I've known a lot of people that have tried to do it, and if they have any kind of conscience, they don't succeed.
Especially in the used car. She's in brand new cars, but she's doing fine. I mean, she's part of management. She's not technically, as far as the problem isn't with the customers. They actually get steals and stuff like that. What she's noticed is not being able to be as cutthroat as the other people because they're just downright vicious. And what she's trying to build is, it's like
mentality.
Yeah, it's like if you would only be a team player, this whole company would not only be better, but you would be better in the long run. And it's a synergy thing. And they're still doing things like it's 1990s in an internet world, and it doesn't work. You know, so it's weird. But she's head of that department where it's bringing in new ideas. It's really kind of cool. It's up her alley, but not like you and I couldn't do it. So when you hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm a people person. I've been told I can do cars," they're like, "If you're a people person, no, that's not the deal. You got to be a cutthroat bastard."
Yeah, that's what I've always seen.
Yeah.
Now I had a friend who was a really, really good salesman, and he could sell you almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he could sell Avery a pair of women's boots. You know, that's how good he was.
Yeah, but, I've never bought women's boots before.
Oh, well,
I have several times. Not for me, but I have.
Yeah, that's what we always say. Yeah,
sometimes I just want to feel pretty. Don't judge me.
Hey, I'm not. No judge there, man. I mean, you feel pretty. You feel pretty. I mean,
you know what?
There was judges in the contest he was in.
I've got the pictures to prove they were bought for a woman. Plus, they were too small for me. So, I can prove it.
This is gonna blow Andrew's mind. I was married and I've bought boots for other women. To get them to pose for me, even.
Yeah, that's why I bought them. I even wrote them off on my taxes.
Yeah. My wife even helped me pick them out. No, those won't look cute on her.
Yeah, I even wrote them off on my taxes, dude.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's before I knew about all that stuff and before it really would matter if, to write them off and whatever.
It's costume.
Yeah.
I've never bought women's shoes. I don't think I've ever bought women's shoes, even for my wife. It's not something I'm very good at.
The thing that blew my mind is when I found out that if you do art, you can write off your comic books and write off your well, you have to, in order to write off your comic books, you have to be on, like, if you're on Spider-Man and you're buying Spider-Man comics, you can write that off. But as far as your toys, those are art supplies, so you can write those off.
Mm-hmm. You can write off comic books as reference.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. Just wanted to mean.
You have to keep up to date with certain things. It's a part of your business.
Oh, there you go. I had heard that, but it just was not sounding right. I'm like, how can you buy one? But yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, if you're on Spider-Man, you're not buying Spider-Man. You're getting used to back in the day, you were getting a stack of them for free.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was a time, you could work at Marvel, and Marvel was, if you were popular, you could, be at Marvel under contract and get everything every month for free.
Mm-hmm.
They sent you everything. Your contract could be up. You could go to DC, and Marvel would still keep sending you those comps, and then go back to Marvel after your stint at DC, and still keep DC's comps.
Well, Ethan's done streams where he showed some of his comp boxes he's gotten from DC. I mean, it's like, damn.
And some of them he got after he left.
I was about to say, Liefeld still gets tons of
probably
comp.
Probably, and he probably still gets tons of stuff comp.
He probably gets some of the most that any creator does because of
It used to be, man, if you were a big shot, dude, you got tons of stuff from almost everybody for free.
That saying about it, what is it about the rich who get once you become rich you get stuff for free?
yeah like celebrities, you see a celebrity wearing that $1,000 pair of limited edition Nikes. He probably didn't buy those. Somebody gave them to him because they want him seen wearing them. That's free advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to be that famous.
I don't know. I don't want to be that famous.
No, it always gives me a anxiety attack every time Ethan does a unboxing of his PO box. Even though there's a little protection in that.
Yeah. I worry because crazy people.
Yeah.
I worry for him too, actually, when it comes to that, because crazy people.
I was wondering, is there a way to get extra security on Postal, or
No, I don't think so. He could get a trained sniffing dog.
Bomb dog, yeah.
Yeah. I'd hate to see it get that ridiculous.
Yeah. All it takes is once.
And some of them are.
Well, just not only not only that's all, folks. Words are hard. No, not even the SJWs or the enemy or whatever you want to call whoever. Just what about Looney Tune fans? There's lots of people that have Looney Tune fans. So
yeah, some people when you don't live up to their expectations
exactly
of who they think you should be, they turn on you. It's nasty.
That is right. I think that is the definition of the controversy right now. Is there's a lot of people with a lot of expectations, and it's like, ugh.
You have a point, sir. Yep. You have a good point there. I don't expect anything from the people I look up to than you can any other person.
Exactly.
You can't hold them to a higher standard than you could your next door neighbor.
That is it.
I have a very similar opinion, sir. Because we're all gonna screw up.
Yeah, look at me and like I did all that, and I had to totally quit drinking because it wasn't the alcohol, it was the diabetes. But then I lost a lot of weight, and I'm like, well, doc, I'm gotta I got something coming up. What do I do if I'm like going out? He's like, just, they gave me things I could do if I was planning on drinking. So I was like, okay, we've done really good. We're gonna sip some sisser, get lit, stay off the internet, right? So
Yeah.
but me, this is the alcohol part. I can't just. That's why I got to really make sure my body's ready, because I have a big appetite. Let's just say it,
Uh-huh.
So even with wine, it's gonna take two glasses of wine. It's just gonna give me a headache. So it's
Yeah. I know that feeling.
exactly.
If you drink just a little bit, you end up with a headache. If you get drunk,
Yeah.
mildly drunk, you're fine.
So I get on the happy side, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's streaming. I'm good to go. Elliot calls me. Elliot. He goes, hop on. I see him hop on, so I go to watch him, and he's like, hey, I sent you the link. What am I going to do? Say no? I should, but I'm not.
I would have gotten on there too, sir.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, it was fun. In the end, he told me, he's like, you're going to be like Cecil in the morning. You're going to be like, what did I say? Mike Miller jumped on that one. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I wrote him back. It was fun, but at the same time, I wake up the next morning like, no, that's not what's supposed to happen.
Like, none of these people know who I am.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm back on the wagon, because I can't afford to go back to drinking every now and then, because then it's like, all it takes is this is it. All it takes is me having forgotten I ate Oreos earlier that day. You see what I mean? To have too high of a sugar, or too weird of a blah blah blah, and it's not really taken care of. And then you go and drink, so you have the alcohol effect on top of the sugar effect, and you go into almost just nutty fruitcake zone.
Don't do that, man.
Nope.
You say stuff and you're like, where did that even come from in my brain?
Yep.
It's like, my rational brain does not think that.
No.
It happens.
And people, sometimes they ask, well, you don't have the money for the air conditioner. How do you have money for wine? Well, I don't have $600 extra dollars. I don't have the money to pay the $300, or I just paid the extra $20 is, it's gonna go to a coffee anyway. It's not like I'm spending extra. Yeah, it's just like, but then again, that's the stupid excuse. I don't even know why I bring that up. I don't have the money for wine, so that's what I should stick to.
Oh, dude, I've been in a tight spot and still bought that pack of cigarettes or bought.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's hard
because you're so stressed out. You need that crutch.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. Is you need that crutch, and you will skip a meal or something.
yeah.
I have.
I remember when I smoked cigarettes. Well, I've quit several times for multiple years, but my last brand, real heavy, was Camels.
Yeah.
And
I never had that vice. I guess I'm lucky.
Yeah, that is a lucky thing to stay away from.
All right.
There was a time when what he just did would have made me want a cigarette. That's how bad it was for a while.
I have a pack right now.
Yeah. Did you just blow out smoke at all? Yeah. That sound right there would have made me crave a cigarette.
I have a pack right now. I'm struggling with it for some reason right now. Normally, I can just put them down and just go back to the vape, and I don't care.
Yeah.
But the past couple months, man, I've been having a hard time. I'm not smoking every day, but I'm buying like 3 packs a week that I really should not be buying.
Those are really good pages, by the way.
What, your pages?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are good.
They're looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, you done good, man.
I try.
I like Brock with the eye patch in that leg, dude. That is an exciting design for him. That looks great.
Yeah.
I think the people that jump on board for this, once they get to book 2 and they see Brock like that, they're going to be like, he looks badass.
Well, what's so funny is I told my wife what I was planning on doing in book 2 with that character, and she's like, "Oh my gosh,
Nah, dude, Brock looks awesome.
Yeah." Well, I mean, his story. He tells his story in book 2, and you get to find out what happened to him up until this point.
Yeah.
And it's he may have lost a leg and lost an eye, but there's so much positive in his life too. So
Yeah.
sometimes you got to go through hardship and turmoil to
Yeah.
make it.
Sometimes when you're in the middle of it, you don't see it that way. When you're in the middle of it,
true.
Man,
That's true.
when you're in the middle of it, you thinking, I'm dying. I'm dying here.
My wife sent me something that's so campy, but I just been quoting it. It says the steepest climbs or the hardest climbs have the best views at the peak or whatever, kind of thing. You get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like right now, dude, I'm treading water, dude. I'm but I'm trying to not, let it suck me under.
All right. So how much longer are you live streaming for tonight?
I don't know. You need to go?
Yeah, we're putting in an order for a pizza. So
Well, if you need to go, bro, you can go. I'm
just ordering yet. Why? I'm asking.
I'm just chilling out, working on some pages, man.
I'm getting hungry. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving. Let me.
If you gotta go, go. I mean,
while I'm here, let me take care of that one little thing that I need to take care of for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. These are the 2 pages I'm gonna finish this coming week.
Okay. Excellent.
I'm just getting a good start. I like to do 2 or 3 pages at a time and start with the backgrounds and like I might not work on, even though it looks like, oh man, I could do way more than 2 pages and spring like 5 or 6 on you. I'm not going to do that because I may not touch these again until Thursday.
How long has Chuck Dixon been in the game?
Long time.
Late 70s, early 80s.
Oh damn. Okay.
One of his earliest books, I don't know if it was his first or not, but one of his early books was Airboy in the early 80s.
Oh wow.
It was at first, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because there was this. My dad didn't love Image by no means, but he's like that new Team 7. I'm kind of liking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I never got a book, and then I downloaded Team 7. I'm like, oh, Dad liked this. I want to know why it's actually a book he read, and during the time it was painful for him to read because of his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So. And then it was like Chuck Dixon wrote this, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? That's so awesome.
Oh, Chuck Dixon, dude. Chuck Dixon, Mike Barron, and Bo Smith. All 3 conservative, all 3 not getting a whole lot of love these days from the mainstream.
Well,
all 3 of those dudes are open conservatives, and they were the biggest action comic writers. They were very well known for writing awesome action stories. Although Bo Smith does have that book still in it, IDW, that's a TV show now, Van Helsing. But Bo Smith, yeah, and
wasn't he also involved in Wynonna Earp too?
No, yeah. Van Helsing's not his. Wynonna Earp is his.
Oh, okay.
My mistake. I've watched both of them.
Yeah.
Some on Netflix, and I get them confused. But yeah, Wynonna Earp, yeah. But yeah, those guys, their action, they're known for writing awesome action comics. Mike Barron and Chuck Dixon were late 80s. They were a big deal. In the late 80s, man. They Chuck Dixon gave us wasn't it Tim Drake?
Was it? Was that?
I believe so. If I had,
Yeah, I
He wrote
actually
that.
think
Yeah,
I knew that somehow.
he, he wrote that Tim Drake miniseries. Those Robin miniseries that were at DC, and
I remember having those when they came out,
Yo,
oh
but
yeah,
I don't
me too.
have them anymore. But that's definitely something I need to pick up again.
I still have. I'm sure I still have them, and I think I still have some copies of them bagged. Because I know Robin 2 came pre-bagged. At least the first issue did.
I was such a fan of that Robin. Loved it. Loved that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was awesome. I like Tim Drake too. Yep. But that's during the time where I bought all the Batman books: Batman, Detective Comics, Shadow of the Bat, Legends of the Dark Knight. I bought them all.
Oh, somebody we were talking about gimmick covers in the store today with a customer, and I said, "Oh, let me show you this," and I pulled out that Batman Legends of the Dark Knight with the extra cover where it was just the pink outline. He was like, "I remember that." That was funny.
Oh
Yeah.
crap! I gotta start dinner. All right, guys.
Killed the conversation, didn't it?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was like, what was I supposed to be doing? I burnt lunch, then tried to cook something because it was in the oven, and then tried to cook something else. Got busy, burnt it a second time, so the kids are kind of angry with me. So, if I burn dinner tonight, I'm just giving up. I'm just like,
You need to feed your kids.
yeah,
They
food?
will turn on you. They will turn on you.
Why can't they just eat dog food?
I don't know.
I think they can. I just think it's illegal. Hey!
It's food.
At work, we have certain ones that are. It says on the package, "This is human grade."
What, the kids on the kids
food.
package?
On the
Oh,
food.
the food.
Dog food is what he's
On the
talking
dog
about.
food, it says human grade, like it's safe for human consumption.
I've been hanging out with Avery too long.
No, Avery and I talked about it once. If the zombie apocalypse starts, we're going to a pet store, man. That thing is filled with food, and nobody's going to go to it.
It's some of it is human grade. You could eat it.
They make a filet mignon for dogs.
Dude, there's some of that canned food that smells like Stouffer's Salisbury steak when you pop it out.
Yeah. What about the cat? Why is it the cat food that smells like Vienna
What up?
sausages? Uh-oh, what happened?
Oh, I was saying what up to Sonic.
Cool. Well, the cat food that smells exactly like Vienna sausages makes me gag. And it's the exact same smell. I swear it's just cut up, chopped up and put in a can for a cat.
Yeah.
That's what Vienna sausages is, man. Don't you
That's
know
what
that?
I'm saying. But I love Vienna sausages. I don't know.
Oh, that's gross. That's gross.
That's what my wife would say. She hates it. I'm like, no, you can't have this. Me and Dad used to grab it as snacks on the go at work and whatever. It's nope.
I saw the little cans of Vienna sausages at Walmart the other day, and I looked at them and went, "Ooh, that's." I just had a craving, but I stepped back and said, "Reality, go buy real food."
I haven't had Vienna sausages in a while. I actually kind of like them.
Yeah.
It's been years since I've had
I've
them.
even
To be
made a
honest,
sandwich out of them. It's pretty good. Mayonnaise and cheese. That's why I'm so fat. All right, guys. Love you guys.
Later.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right. Good night.
Sonic says, "Hello, what wave? What do you mean, what wave?" I don't know what that means.
All right, which is better, a large 3-topping pizza for $7.99 or a $5 medium with 1 topping?
I don't know. How many people are you trying to feed?
3.
Probably one, at least 2 pizzas, two large pizzas. In my opinion.
These people like crazy stuff on their pizzas.
Yeah, like good stuff. Yeah, salami, red onions, and mushrooms, black olives. I love Genoa salami on pizza.
Have you ever had stuffed garlic knots?
I don't think so.
Oh, they're not.
It sounds like garlic bread with cheese in it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's probably good because I've had garlic bread with cheese.
Garlic bread cheese sounds wonderful. All right, let's see. I think that's what I'm going to do is get some garlic nuts. I feel like splurging.
Oh, big spender. Yeah, I feel like splurging. I mean, splurging.
So
So
gross.
So inappropriate. What degeneracy is this?
All right, hold on just one quick.
And he's gone. I'm all by myself. Don't wanna be.
I'm gonna eat whatever it is it gets here.
What?
Nothing. I asked her if she was okay with pepperoni or with pineapple, and she asked for something special, and I got to cancel the order and start again.
Do that. Pineapple and ham. Canadian bacon. Burnt pepperoni. Oh.
God, that all sounds good.
Burn the pepperoni just a little bit. It makes it taste a little like bacon. Whew.
All right.
The trick is to buy a store-bought pizza and put extra pepperoni on it so that pepperoni burns.
Oh, Mike did that the other night. He bought some like stuffed crust DiGiorno pizzas. The thing he likes to add is pulled barbecued pork and extra cheese, and it does. Well, that is very good.
Yeah, dude.
In order to get her pizza, I'm gonna have to redeem some of my rewards. So
I like pulled pork. I like pulled pork tacos. Barbecue pulled pork tacos. But they're good. Just make barbecue pulled pork however you like it, and I put it in a taco with coleslaw. But the coleslaw doesn't have relish pickles in it. It has diced jalapenos, and it's a mix of mayo and ranch. And the mayo and ranch is thinned with the juice from the jar of diced jalapenos.
Okay.
Okay. He said okay. Lost him.
I'm trying to ask her a question.
I'm all alone here, guys.
I'm here for you, man.
I don't know. I don't know. You keep leaving me.
I know. Well, I never actually liked you any, you know.
Why am I wasting my time trying to make your comic book?
Oh, it's because you love me and you know it.
You should be making my comic book. Jerk.
Well, soon you're gonna have to take a break from mine and do your own thing, you know. If that happens, I'm okay with that, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen. Things are. I hadn't heard from nobody, so.
Well,
writing is so hard for me. It takes me so long to write. I'm kind of like, oh man, it's gonna take me 2 years to do one book if I have to write it.
that's why you gotta do like me and just don't write it. Just draw it.
No, that doesn't work.
You say that, but I'm proof it does work.
I could argue against that point, but I would have to say something very, very mean.
I know. I'll stop while I'm ahead. I'll leave it at
I
that.
don't want to be mean. I would have to say something very, very mean.
All right, so here's a really weird thing. You know how you go in, you order something online, and you start to type your name, and your name pops up because Google remembers your name and so forth?
I don't order online, but sure.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, somewhere, somehow, some way in the past, Google thought my middle name is Comics.
Oh,
So I'm not sure how that happened. So one of the options that always pops up is Andrew Comics Charper.
Because Google also knows you as Misfit Corner Comics.
That's true. I just find it funny when that happens.
Yeah, because when you're in Google, you either type Andrew Charper or you type something about comics. I guarantee you, almost every time.
Yeah, probably.
Because you're logging into something or you're looking for something comic book related. So it goes, this C must be for comics. That's the creepy thing about Google.
Watches your every move.
That's actually true.
It knows what you're doing.
That's
stop what you're doing.
That's actually very, very creepily true.
Oh, shoot. You know what I just realized I forgot to do?
You can say shit, we're on my channel.
I know. I forgot to change the location. Instead of sending it to the Pizza Hut right down the street from us, it sent it to the one on Merrill Road. Oh, I've done that before. I forgot where I sent it.
But when I want something from Pizza Hut, I don't even have to leave my neighborhood. Remember that Pizza Hut? It's right there on University.
I know.
I could walk there.
There's one right down the street from us, and I ordered it. I ordered from the wrong one, so I got to. All right. Well, needless to say, I got to head out.
All right. I'll wrap it up. I've been streaming for an hour or 20.
Okay.
I'm sure our wonderful people are bored. Actually, I think they've left.
Right.
Bethany, Marco, Sonic, I want to thank you guys for coming by. Anybody that watches this later, thank you so much for watching and watching me work and us BS.
Yeah. He's doing some fantastic pages here. You guys are really getting
I forgot the screen share again after I unscreen shared to watch something. So, all they've been listening is us talk while I was working.
Well, you had it locked on you, so I mean, they got the good stuff,
No, I didn't mean to have it locked on me.
That's all right. It's all right. I didn't have my camera on.
I've got it on free roam.
Oh, did you?
I did. I thought I was. Maybe I stopped. I don't know, but hopefully.
Well, it's an entertaining video. You did a good job.
I hope so. It's been a while since I streamed.
Yes, it's good to see you back doing it again. Do it more often.
Yeah, maybe I will. I'll have to figure out OBS and a way to have people in.
Well, that new thing we did yesterday was pretty cool, except for the fact that I still got to play with it.
Okay. It's a setting in your audio for where it takes the audio from.
The computer, yes. I have it set up in OBS, but I had muted it, so I just wasn't.
But you may have to turn what it says is your mic off,
right?
But it'll still pick you up because the mic's still coming in. It just because if you have them both on, it gives you an echo.
Yep. Nope. I realized what I was doing, and I should have it fixed for the next time we do it.
Ah, wonderful! I look forward to it because that actually is better than Google Hangouts.
Or we'll boomer the crap out of it, one way or the other. There's no in between.
We'll boomer the crap out of it to start with, but then we'll get our shit together, and it'll be fun.
That's right. It's always fun. Thank you for having me, Avery. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you, Kodiak. Even though he's already left, but thanks, Kodiak, for showing up. I just want to.
He's got to go feed them kids, man.
Absolutely, feed the babies.
Feed the babies.
Thanks, everybody, so much. Take it easy, guys.
Good night.